Hello everyone. So today we are going to study the importance of digestion. We have studied that hologic nutrition completes in four steps. First is ingestion, that is simply intake of food. Second is digestion, that is the breaking of complex food into the simpler food. That we are going to study in today's lecture. And third is absorption, that is whatever nutrients have been digested that will be taken into the cells or into the blood, and from there it will go to the cell. And the fourth is egestion. So that is what we call hologic nutrition. Hologic nutrition completes in four steps. First is ingestion, intake of food. Second is digestion, breaking of complex food into the simpler substances, simpler nutrients, those basic molecules rather. And the third is that is absorption and assimilation. Absorption is that is taking the basic molecule, the nutrients into the body, into the cells, into the bloodstream, from where it will go to the cell. That is all called absorption. And assimilation is utilization. And fourth is digestion. That is removal of undigested substances. These we have studied. Ingestion can be the taking of food by any way. It can be injected like a honeybee or like a mosquito. They are simply putting their proboscis into the body of host, and from there they are sucking. It may be flour, it may be body of any host or something like that, or it can be eating by means of mouth, or it can be some other method, whatever it is. Okay. Second is digestion, and we are going to study digestion today. In today's lecture we are concentrating on digestion. So let us concentrate on digestion. So my heading is digestion. What we are going to study: do we need to digest all the kind of food? How the food is being digested? Why the food digestion is required? What will be the end product of digestion? And why indigestion take place? It's a complex thing. Okay, so we are concentrating on one by one everything. Very first thing is, why is digestion, or what is digestion? So what is digestion? You all know. Digestion is simply, what is digestion? So digestion is process of breaking of complex food into basic molecules. ये तो देखने में बड़ा सिंपल लग रहा है, breaking of complex food into the simple, but why? So before that we must know what is food. What is food? And then we'll come to know how this is taken. The process of breaking of complex food. So what is food? So food is anything that we eat. Food is anything that we eat. So what we are eating? We are eating kachori, samosa, paratha, chawal, rice, roti, this, that, juices, milk, sugar, or ice creams and toffees and all. Do all of these need to be digested? No. No. Why? Do milk need to be digested? Of course, yes. Water need to be digested? No. Do vitamins need to be digested? No. Do minerals need to be digested? No. Do sugars need to be, glucose need to be digested? No. We must know the difference between food and nutrients. Like that you studied in class 9, the sources of food and nutrients. We are studying in class 9 what are the sources of food and what are nutrients. So we have studied food have different type of components, like it may be chapati, it may be rice, it may be milk, it may be ice cream, it may be, so these are the food. And nutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals. And many people consider water as a nutrient, many doesn't consider. We will write what happened, what is the difference there. Okay? Now, are these things taken as a whole? The proteins are there in dal, proteins are there in the eggs, protein is in paneer, protein is in the milk, protein in curd, protein in, there are many other components. But the proteins need to be digested into amino acids. Why? That we'll consider little later. Carbohydrate need to be digested into simple sugars. Fats need to be digested into fatty acids and glycerol. Minerals, no need of digestion. Vitamins, no need of digestion. Water, no need of digestion. एक रह गया, उसको भी कंसिडर कर लेते हैं. That is nucleic acid. What are nucleic acids? That is DNA and RNA. So they or digestion gives us pentose sugar. Pentose sugar can be of two types, ribose or deoxyribose. Then they get nitrogen phosphates, phosphates and nitrogen bases. There are 5 types of nitrogen bases. They are adenine, guanine, adenine, cytosine and uracil. So these are the components we need. These are the components we need. We don't have any interest on food that we are eating. Body has no regards for ice creams or pizza or chicken or mutton or egg or paneer or whatever you are saying. Food we are eating in order to test our taste of the tongue, or depends on the availability, how much money we have got. I may need to eat something, but I may not have money, so I'll eat whatever is available with that money which I have. So food has no importance for the body. What body need? The nutrients, and the nutrients are taken into the body in these forms. So the thing is, food will be changed to nutrient के basic molecules. तो हम जो भी खा रहे हैं, whatever we are eating need to be converted into these molecules. Why? Why food need to be converted into these molecules? So food need to be converted into these basic molecules. Why? Because the food that we are eating, say for example egg, what is the utility of egg in our body? We are not laying eggs. We don't need to produce egg anywhere in our body. Then what is the importance of the egg? So egg has albumin. The eggs have albumin. Similarly dals, they may have some type of protein. Similarly milk, that may have some type of protein. There are different type of proteins. We don't require all those type of proteins. We require amino acids, and there are altogether 20 different type of amino acids. 20 types of amino acids, and these 20 type of amino acids will make different type of protein which we require. We require muscles, we require keratin, which require hair, we require nail, we require hemoglobin, we require hormones, we require antibodies in our body, we require other type of substances like antigens, we require चलो हम तो नहीं, लेकिन जैसे सांप बिच्छू वगैरह, they even require poisons, so that is called venom. So there are a number of things which we require to make from these proteins, and these proteins are rearranged. Say for example, I got a word. मैं कोई एक word ले लेता हूँ, कोई भी एक word ले लेता हूँ. Okay, so say for example I take a word mother. But I don't require to use mother all the time. But if I have to make other, what I have to do is remove n and it will become other. If I require her, so I will remove these two words also and it will become her. If I need to make he, I have to remove h also. If I require to make moth, I have to use these four words. Okay? If I require to make something else which can be made, there are a number of other words which I can. So what I am saying is that the one particular protein which we ate, that will be broken down into 20 amino acids, and these 20 amino acids can be recombined in the different ways to give different type of protein which we may require. Maybe muscle, maybe keratin of the hair, maybe keratin of the nail, maybe pigments of the skin. Okay, maybe hemoglobin, maybe any other type of substance. There are a number of hormones which are there, which are proteins in nature. So they can be made by these different type of combinations. Okay, so what is the word mother was there that can be used to make so many different type of words. Similarly, at a particular type of protein, like the protein which we get from milk, can be used to make different type of. So when a baby is there, baby is feeding into the mother's milk, and the mother's milk is having different type of globin proteins, and these globular proteins can be broken down into the body in different amino acids, and these amino acids can combine to make the tiny fingers and nails and muscles and hair and all, and the baby is growing just by drinking that milk. Okay, otherwise what is the use of milk in baby? बेबी को तो मिल्क से क्या करना है. सो बेबी को मिल्क में जो प्रोटीन है उनको छोटे छोटे अमीनो एसिड में तोड़ना है. सो दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डाइजेशन. Moreover, our body, these different type of protein which we are having, these proteins may not pass through the membrane. So they have to be broken down into the so simpler molecule that they can easily pass through the membrane by a process called diffusion. So there are two importance of digestion. First, breaking them into the basic molecules components. They are the amino acid, simple sugars, fatty acids, glycerol, pentose, ribose, deoxyribose, phosphate, this and that. These are the substances needed to be digested. So as I said in the beginning, that do all the type of food required to be digested, no, components required to be digested, of course no. Vitamins will be used in the form of vitamins. Minerals are as such mineral, and water, they need not to be digested. They will be absorbed there in the same form, and they can be used in the same form. But other things need to be digested. So once they are digested into these components, these will easily pass through the membrane. Once they go into the cell, then our cellular components can make use of this to make the different type of things. As we have studied in the class 9, that ribosomes makes protein. So protein we already had, then what ribosome is doing. So this protein which we ate will be broken down into amino acid, and then ribosomes will recombine these amino acid in the desired combinations and make desired type of protein. So this is what the importance of digestion is. Understood? So the next topic is where digestion takes place. So digestion can take place in the different places, like holozoic organisms. The digestion is taking place inside the body. Inside the body also it can take place in the cell, like in all the unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena and all. They have all together on one single cell, so they will be making it, digesting it inside the cell or inside the digestive system. So digestive system ये कहाँ हो गया? Outside the cell. The food is outside, digesting outside the cell. ठीक है? So they can be digested outside the cell. ये तो है holozoic nutrition का अंदर. ठीक है? कैसे डाइजेस्ट होंगे वो हम बात करेंगे नेक्स्ट स्टेप में. सेप्रोजोइक में कहाँ होगा? In the seprozoic, again it is digested in the surrounding, outside in the membrane, in the surrounding. So यहाँ पे हो जाएगा in the सराउंडिंग्स, आउटसाइड, एयर में, ठीक है, मिट्टी में, कहीं भी किसी भी चीज़ को तोड़ना हो वहाँ पे। और पैरासाइट क्या करेंगे भाई? सबसे चतुर है पैरासाइट, ये तो प्री डाइजेस्टेड फूड लेते हैं which is already been digested in the body of host, that they are taking some and that some may be digesting it in their body. So this is how the digestion is taking place. कहाँ हो रहा है ये हमने समझ लिया। तो अब तक हमने क्या समझा? What is digestion? What is the importance of digestion? What are food, nutrients and basic molecules? Why is the digestion important? ठीक है, where is digestion taking place? Do all the food need to be digested? These all questions have been already answered. अब करेंगे कैसे digestion? How? तो types of digestion. So digestion is of two types. One, mechanical digestion. ब्रेक डाउन ही तो करना है, ब्रेक डाउन तो करना है, ये थोड़ी कहा कि भाई हर डाइजेशन कंपोनेंट के अंदर तोड़ेगा। सो ब्रेकिंग डाउन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड, सो चपाती नीड टू बी ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू द स्मॉलर पीसेस विद द हेल्प ऑफ मैकेनिकल फोर्स। तो मैकेनिकल डाइजेशन with the help of teeth, with the help of muscles in the stomach and all, जहाँ जहाँ पे भी काम करो। And second is chemical digestion. Chemical digestion कौन करेगा? Enzymes करेंगे। Mechanical digestion कौन कर रहा है? By teeth, muscles, ठीक है। So ये हो गया। Now can we digest all kind of food? Can we digest all kind of food? No. We cannot digest all kind of food. Can we digest all kinds of food? So answer is a big no. What we can digest? What we cannot digest? We cannot digest cellulose, जिसको हम क्या कहेंगे? roughage. We cannot digest cellulose. First of all, human body is not meant to digest carbohydrates. वो तो हम ऐसे खा रहे हैं। Over a period of time हमने अपना process of getting food इतना सिंप्लीफाई कर दिया है और उसके साथ हमने भावनाएं जोड़ दी है। सो दैट इज़ वाई वी आर मोर एंड मोर डिपेंडेंट ऑन स्टार्च रिच फूड लाइक wheat, millets and all, maize, rice and all. Otherwise our body do not have enzymes, start digesting enzymes we got in the mouth, tyline, and in stomach, that is in the duodenum amylase, ठीक है। We are more capable of digesting proteins, तो प्रोटीन रिच डाइट हम डाइजेस्ट कर सकते हैं। एनीवे और दैट इज अलग इशू, ये सेंटिमेंट्स आ जाते हैं, कई साल मिला इससे क्या क्या बातें करते रहते हैं, छोड़िए। तो वो आपकी मर्जी, आप क्या खाना चाहते हैं। वन कैन नॉट फोर्स एनीवन व्हाट यू वांट टू ईट एंड व्हाट यू कांट, व्हाट यू डोंट वांट टू ईट। मुझे तो फ़ायदा ही है अगर आप मेरे उसमें उल्टे सीधे कमेंट लिखेंगे, मेरी वीडियो को लाइक से देंगे। चलिए, ये सब कोई मतलब नहीं है। दैट इज़ अ सिंपल थॉट ऑफ this thing, what is available in body, that I said, but in no case we digest cellulose. तो cellulose तो even cows भी digest नहीं कर सकते, buffaloes भी digest नहीं कर सकते, camel भी digest नहीं कर सकते। फिर वो तो mainly वही खा रहे हैं, चारा भूसा। तो चारा भूसा what they are eating is actually being digested with the help of some microbes which are found in their rumen. So you might have seen these animals are eating food and filling in the first part of the stomach, that is called rumen, and in the rumen there are some bacteria that is called सेलुलोज डाइजेस्टिंग बैक्टीरिया। फिर वो उस पर सेलुलोज को डाइजेस्ट कर देते हैं इनटू स्टार्च एंड देन दे ब्रिंगिंग इट इनटू द माउथ, दैट इज कॉल्ड कडिंग। तो वो कडलिंग करते रहते हैं, अच्छा ऐसा लगता है जैसे च्युइंगम खा रहे हैं. So they are not eating chewing gum, they are actually cuddling. So first the cellulose will be digested with the help of microbes in their rumen, and that will be brought back to the mouth where the starch digesting enzyme ptyalin is there. Then it goes into the second part of the stomach. So हमें ये चीज़ नहीं मिल रही. We do not have cellular digesting bacteria in our body, neither in rumen तो होता ही नहीं हमें, है ना. वी डोंट हैव रूमन. एंड देन सेकेंड जगह जहाँ पे वो मिलते हैं वो क्या नाम से अपेंडिक्स होता. सो हमारे अपेंडिक्स को काम कहीं नहीं है, ठीक है. तो हम सेलुलर डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं. इसके अलावा भी देर आर सम सब्सटेंसेज विच वी कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट. वी कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट ओवर कुक्ड फूड. like over fried or roasted proteins. ये खराब हो गए तो हम इसको डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर सकते. सो ये चीज़ें फिर बेकार जाएंगी, इनका कोई महत्व नहीं है. दे आर यूजलेस सब्सटेंसेस, ठीक है. सो दिस आर व्हाट is the importance of digestion. So can we digest all kind of food? No. सेलुलोज तो हम कर ही नहीं सकते साहब. तो रफेज, तो फिर रफेज की इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है? चलिए ये भी पढ़ लेते हैं. जब डॉक्टर ने इतना पढ़ लिया तो वो भी पढ़ लेते हैं. इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ rafase. You might have seen some people who have got constipation. They take a sort of plants, what do you call skin, that is called isabgol. Isabgol क्या है? That is only roughage. जब wheat flour which we take, which we bring, if we strain it, we get some type of husk. That husk is what? Husk is what? Roughage. ठीक है. इसकी क्या प्रॉपर्टी है? It has a property of absorption of water, and this water cannot be. Now this is not actually absorption. It is not actually absorption, but it is imbibition. So the water which is imbibed in it, you cannot remove it from it. So what happens if we don't eat roughage, then our food, when it goes into the large intestine, and if we are not ejecting it from time and time again, then what happens? Large intestine keep on absorbing water, and then this food will become semi-solid to very solid state, and then it become hard for ejecting out. The stool passes with great difficulty, and it may even cause damage to the anus. Okay, rectum. So what happen in such case? One should, first of all, one should have a healthy habit, passing stool every day. But suppose he or she is not doing that, then you should have enough of roughage. So roughage will absorb water and it will not let the water go out of it, and the waste will not be so solid so that it can be easily passed out. Okay. So I think we have studied all the important parts of the digestion. What is digestion? Where digestion takes place? What are the types of digestion? Do all type of food need to be digested? What are the end product of the digestion? And how will digestion take place? And what will happen if the digestion doesn't take place? And what are the components which are not digested? And roughage which is not digested yet, it is important to us. So that's all for today. Thank you. And if you like my video, please press the like button and share it with other students. For them it can be useful, and these are the topics which are useful to everyone, not necessarily for the students. So you can show it to the others, family members even, and other people who are interested. Okay. So this is the thing. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe it and tell others also to subscribe it. You will keep on getting these type of topics. Thank you.